Right. So basically, I'm talking about happiness and um, how people view happiness. Some people think happiness is money, following the system's paved out route for success and happiness and getting told what equals happiness. Not saying it's wrong. Some people follow religions. Well, they say they do, but most religious people I see kind of rich and not ethical and don't give a shit where the stuff comes from, polluting the earth with the cars. It's like meant to be one of God's children looking after the planet and doing your bit. What's the point in being fucking part of a religion and flipping? What's the point? What exactly are you doing to make the planet a better fucking place? It says in the Bible. See, you've done it. I can't flipping just stay on it. I'm just taught the way to talk. That's just the way it is. I can't stay on topic. It's like in the Bible, it's saying, I think powers that be, governments or whatever, it's saying all this stuff. And it's like, but you are working. Whoever you are, everyone in those organisations are benefiting from the system, playing a part in it, voting, participating. And it's like, well, doesn't your religion teach you that all this is fucking bullshit? Why are you participating? What's the fucking point in being part of a religion? And it wasn't just to feel good and say praise God or whatever and go and do it. You're meant to walk the fucking path, walk the walk. Don't talk the talk, walk the fucking walk. I'm not even going to say anything else because I'm going to sound like I'm preaching hate, but I'm not. But it's just basically, to me, everything that people do is just to make themselves feel good only. Do a little bit of, giving homeless people a bit of food, but then for an hour, and then for the rest of the week, what you're doing, making money to participate in buying a load of shit to continue to prosper in this game where you don't care who made your stuff, you don't care, where all your materialistic crap's going, your carbon footprint. What the hell is the point in being part of a religion when you don't care about flipping your actions and your repercussions? So to me, in order to be happy, a lot of people just think it's surface, tunnel vision. I want me certain car. I want me certain make brand stuff. I want my certain experiences. Good, yeah. Maybe everyone's different. I don't know. But to me, it's like, well, that can't be proper happiness because it's destructive, it's destroying the planet, people getting flipping the slave labour, people suffering. You got to care what you're doing, what you're driving, what your carbon footprint is, because it fucks up the planet. And when there's millions and millions and billions of people that doesn't care, that's selfish beyond fucking belief. It's not someone else's problem to go and fix. It's your problem, it's our problem, it's all our problem to fucking do something. And not many people give a shit. You know what I mean? What shame people if they don't join in the fucking game and flipping function like everybody else. So it's the same with this flipping COVID business now, where it's like, I can't stand the mentality of get the vaccine. Here we go, get banned again off YouTube. I don't give a shit if they ban me off it. If my account gets banned, it gets banned. This is a prime example why freedom of speech and control and all these people that are participating in the game are making that game stronger, because I'm speaking. I'm not even going to say facts, but I'm speaking what my voice. I'm not saying anything wrong, and I shouldn't get banned from saying what I'm saying, and it should be allowed, but it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. freedom is the state we live in, honestly. Something has to be done, big time. So yeah, it's like shaming people to get the vaccine. Any vaccine, if you don't comply with this system and what it has set out for you, you're the enemy, you're the bad one. We're not capable of making choices that are good and informed and thinking for ourselves. It means we're conspiracy theorists or crazy. That's what it means, and all them other people have got it together. It's just been blagged. Anyway, forgot what I'm talking about again. I was talking about happiness anyway, and to me, the happiness that has been created on this, created man-made creation of happiness is not true fucking, people don't know real fucking happiness. People don't know, and that's why many people are depressed, suicidal, feel like shit, stressed, all the rest of it, anxiety problems, mental health, because we're living in a fucking man-made system that is just crazy. It's just crazy, and it's not natural, and that's why people are so stressed out. Many people, because this wasn't meant to be like this. This isn't your natural state, and that's your body, your spirit's way of telling you that there is something up, and you're meant to listen to that, but then there's no way out. Once you start the game, and it's like, oh, got to get a mortgage, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, you start getting back, like, what's it called, credit cards, and it's like, then you're just like owned. You know what I mean? And then you're stuck in the game. I really do not want to be. I want to be part out of this game as much as possible. I do not want to be tied to this game. Obviously, it's not an easy process to get out of. It's like you need money to get out of it, but then I don't want to be part of the money game. So I need to find another way, personally, because I don't want to start joining in all that. I don't function that way. Maybe there might be ways where I naturally do, but if that happens, great. But I am not going to tie myself to something that doesn't fulfill my passions, my creativity, my essence, if I'm not, and I don't want to be something to feel like a chore, like a job, like you must do this, or no, that isn't how life was meant to flipping be. It wasn't meant to be like this. It's like even your food, they just grew from the trees, grew from the natural. You just pick it, eat. We're not meant to be eating all this shit that we're eating now. You know what I mean? Cooking was meant to be like everything was just meant to flow so naturally, and just wasn't meant to be like this. It's not meant to be like this. So I personally feel like happiness is an inside job, and it's about adjusting how you look at things and how you view the world. And to me, the more you switch off from the outside and what people are saying, the better it is, because people chat shit. People try and shame people to make them lead a life that they are living because they think they've got it right. And it's like, oh, if you don't live like this, you're a lesser human. You know, all this bollocks, and it's bollocks. So just lead your own life, be happy, and and connect within. So you need to go really quiet, in this is my view, because it's like, that's what we're saying, happy. So it's like pain and things like that, and when people experience great loss, this was why this one piece of thing is why I was doing the whole video ages ago. And I've been waffling, but anyway, so it's like with loss, death's probably one of the greatest pains, maybe, and loss, whatever, but that is because of our Tiny, stop stalking the fish. Get down and don't go near me plants. Shh, Tiny. Anyway. So basically, it's because of how we view things, and I do believe it's because of the system we're brought up in. It's very narcissistic, it's very toxic, it is very competitive from day one, so it's programmed into our mind. So there's a lot of conditioning that we need to, and programming we've got to completely undo, and the only way to do that is not I'm not saying I'm right, is not listen to anybody. Don't listen to anyone, because nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything. But at the same time, that is their truth, and you know when someone's speaking truth because you feel it. Everyone's truth could be different, but I do believe there is a core thread, like a heartbeat or a frequency. Let's say, right, this is how I see it. I'm not saying I'm right. I've not even spoke about what I'm meant to speak about again, but oh well. So basically, let's say there's a song. Everyone agreed. I'm not saying I'm right. Everyone agreed, right, we want to be on this band or frequency, this wave of, let's say, love, because everybody ultimately wants to feel happy, loved, and good. No one's, oh, I really want to feel shit just for the sake of it. Realistically, everyone just wants to feel good, whatever that is doing. People want a good feeling. So I think there's like a core-based foundation that is set and in the universe for experiences, creation. It's already mapped out. There's nothing no one can do about it. It's there. I just feel like everything's a ripple effect and we're like catching up. So it's all set out anyway. It's like when here is an example. When you drop a pebble in a water and then you see like the ripples, and it's like perfectly symmetrically formed, and that's the universe has created that. It's just like naturally magical. And it's like when you look at the creation, everything's made, like the flowers and everything. I can't remember what it's called, got out of my head. That's gonna bug me. Oh, what's the word called? Not metaphysical. Not. What's the word called? It's a science word. That's gonna bug me. Geometry. Like sacred geometry or whatever. So everything's like geometrically structured and scientifically like magical in a way. So everything's set out and already there. So we must have agreed to we're all part of it as well. So we've agreed to something before we come. But to me, it seems like when you drop the stone and it all ripples at the moment, it's like all coming together sort of a thing. So it's like, how can I describe it? It doesn't make sense. Let's say there's some form of God at the top watching, yeah? Bird's eye view. Summit with a bird's eye view that sees more than what we can. And it's just watching this water. And there's wind, there's everything, and it's all messy patterns. And then it realises if you literally just drop it, the beautiful waves, and starts figuring it all out. That's what I feel humans, the planet, everything's a representative of, is because we are just like a reflection of what is going on in other levels or whatever. So to me, it's like a practice. And it seems like a long time. Really, it's not. But I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, so I'm just going to finish what I'm saying. But anyway, there's this frequency anyway that's flipping set out. Everyone's decided they want to be on it. I can't remember what the hell I was talking about at all anymore. And let's say it's like a love frequency, but in order to get to love, we've got to experience pain, suffering, blah blah. I don't know, maybe not. I haven't got a clue. But the point is, maybe we didn't. I don't know what on earth has happened, because to me it's like something had everything right, or maybe we wanted to reach a different. Maybe we wanted to expand, bring in. So this is one sense, because I've heard people speak about this when they say like there's flipping a higher, like obviously level of beings that, so people come to this earth as like a it's like birth, isn't it? So basically, I believe everything is a reflection of like a universal school in a way. So even when everything we do is a reflection, a smaller reflection of something greater. So when you see a birthing process, that's natural. So school isn't natural though. But I do believe that there is like learning it's like initiation learning to reach a higher level. Anyway, doing it again. So like there's so birth is natural. So when you see, start off as a little seed, whatever, join together with the egg, grow, birth, have this life, whatever. It's a journey, it's a process, you're growing. So to me, this whole, and you're changing, like metamorphosizing. So this like planet to me is like reflection. So maybe we are going through certain things to expand our growth. There are other levels that we don't know of, and the only way to get to them levels is to go through certain experiences. Maybe not everyone is meant to go through to get to them levels. I don't know. It seems different people are tested differently. Everyone has a different test. So maybe there are certain levels. So not everyone is meant to be on the same path. I believe not everyone is. So certain people, like maybe them religious people, are meant to be. So no one really should dictate really, because maybe them people in religion are meant to be in. That's happened for a reason, and that's where they're meant to be. And other people go through other experiences, that's where they're meant to be. So everything is set out as messy as it might seem to people. And when you see all the pain and suffering or whatever, hopefully it is for a reason, because it is very sad what some people go through. But at the same time, if you realistically think about it, if we didn't know of these things, most of us wouldn't be where we are. You couldn't appreciate, maybe, or something like we wouldn't appreciate or know. We don't, everything we've got on this planet now, we know. Majority of us, we don't want war, we don't want destruction. Most of us want to see people living happy, okay, and healthy. That's why people give to charities. That's why, most of us have this core value, and I believe everything is like scales on your back, scale a bit. So I believe everything is like scales. This coffee is non-left. And it's like the universe has a way of weighing things up that we don't know of. So every experience we have and everything we're doing is like a computer working stuff out. If you see, this is a thing, even the computer, a reflection of the universe. So all these things coming in is a reflection of something greater. So it's like showing you how it works, how itself works. So everything that comes through us, because we're vessels, is showing you how the universe works in a crazy way. But it's like this small collective of people that have made it's nuclear things and such destructive, like powerful, aggressive. What's all that about? What is all that about? But to me, then again, because of all the bad stuff, of how bad it's got and how horrible some things are, it will make appreciation for when something greater comes. And people will want to keep them things because it's like you're being shown how bad, it's like we're pushed right to the edge, like, look, this is how you're on the brink of like fucking destroying the planet, seeing animals suffer, people health deteriorate, so we can see it in front of us. Some people can't see it, some people can't see none of this, so you can see all this, and then it's like but it doesn't have to be like that, and there can be a greater way. And then you must appreciate fucking greater, simple, little, tiny things that were already set out, that you already had. You must appreciate it and look after it. So now, all these people, not everyone, some people couldn't care less at all, but some people will really think, and I think it will get to everyone, a majority. One good thing, I know people say technology is bad, but it isn't at the same time. We are where we are, we've got everything, every element, things we need to play with, not everything, some things. So we bring in things through creation, like we say with vessels, we can get messages or ideas, inventions, comes from somewhere, then we bring it onto this planet. But it's like the nuclear and, there's such, to me, it's like, why on earth? That everyone's going through their own process of growth, and this is what I'm saying. When you come to an understanding where you understand why something is there, so it's not that them things, maybe them things do need to change, but it's the fact that you don't have an understanding of it. When you have an understanding of something, you can grow more. But if you've got a blockage where you don't understand something, then there's some lesson that you're missing out of, that you're not learning. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying what I think. So yeah, collectively, we can be grateful for the small things in life and know our actions and repercussions and what not to do and why not to fucking do it. Hopefully, there'll be people or representatives put in charge where, this is what I believe anyway, they'll be put in charge because people are very fucking irresponsible, and it's like the people that are in power that should not be fucking in power, abuse the power, taking a piss, thinking, oh, I can do what I want. It's like, it doesn't matter, like, they're not it's like basically surveillance. Let's say some people that don't know they're being surveilled, yeah? Let's say there's a massive, like a mansion, and let's say there's police with guns, whatever, and then there's these people that are basically taking the piss, doing really bad things in this mansion, and it's like, they don't know they're being watched because they wouldn't be fucking doing them things if they knew the consequences of what they're doing. And it's like when people do devious things or whatever, I don't know, and they think they're doing it in secret and they think nobody knows, But they wouldn't do it if they knew that they were being watched, if you understand what I mean. So it's like, to me, the powers that be now think they can get away, like, we're at the top, we can do what we want, we can take the piss, we've got nukes, we've got this, we've got all this power and you can't do anything. And it's like bullying, abuse on the greatest scale, in a way. But everything at the same time, everything happens for a reason. So, and everything's for growth. So in a way, everything balances out. So these people think they're doing bad, and they are. But at the same time, their actions can cause positive repercussions that they didn't expect. Waffling again. Yeah. So to me, everything what's going on now, hopefully will lead people to a place, and I can see it happening, but hopefully it will lead people to a place where they are grateful for the smaller things in life. They start getting, and it starts coming in through the system. It's a slow process, but it will come in, and it'll all get introduced through the system, and people start wanting to plant foods again. People will start caring, and it's happening. People on a larger scale, though, people start caring where the stuff comes from. But there are things that are missing. So even though these things are coming in slowly, it's like a kaleidoscope, if that makes sense. So, the pharmaceutical industry, it's like, oh, but we're caring about your health and this, that, and the other. It's like an energy. So it's like to me, it's like two energies existing, yeah? And it's like trying to work out how they can coexist in the same space, and come up with a way of figuring it out to interact together, but make it good at the same time. Can't describe what I mean. So to me, it's like kind of clear that there's two energies. Let's say a negative and positive energy. And it's basically bringing them into existence equally balanced to create a good path. So you can't say, oh, everything's bad about that energy. It's like, no, it's the way the energy is being brought into this existence and used, which is not good. It's not for the great good. But if balanced, it can be used in a correct way for positive, and then there can be balance. It's like, say, if you get an animal, me, rabbit, cat, and then at first the cat's like, what the fuck's this rabbit in my house? Like, what is it? I don't like it, or whatever. And then eventually they learn to live, don't ever try this. This is my cat and rabbit. Most cats might mash up a rabbit. I'm just saying my flipping cats. So don't think, oh, I'll put a rabbit with a cat, because it might not go well. But now my cats live kind of harmoniously with the rabbit, accept it. So now they share the same space and know, oh right, we're family, this, that and the other. My cats will mash up I found out off my neighbour that my cats were out. I've got 5, and in the night he's just saying, cats going crazy in the back, and then a fox yelping, crying all the way up the road. And it's like, I said, what, my cat beat up a fox? So it's like, yeah. And I'm like, honestly, my cats are psychos. Alice is a psycho. She's the grandma, and then there's the 2 daughters, and then the grandchildren. So I think when everyone's out, she proper looks about. She's like proper, don't mess with Alice. A cat I could hear, actually, and he even said the cat, I cat come in the garden or whatever, Alice just went. Any cats, there's certain cats they let in. So we call him Alex, I don't know who he is. We think he's homeless. He comes in. Then there's Henry, the neighbour's cat. He thinks he lives there, come down in the morning, because he's got a cat flat, just sat chilling in my hall, wherever, eats food. Anyway, so they tolerate them. They're alright with them. Any other cat, and they're okay with the rabbits too. Any other cat that comes into this garden, so I love watching animals because